help us. We want to be back on our Outlander tour in our really small bus with way less people. With Willie. Willie's the best tour guide. We should go on like the thing and write a review and just be like, Willie's the best. Willie's awesome. We loved him. He was such a cool tour guide.
He was amazing.
We should have booked Rabbi's tours for Ireland, but we did not know because we're dumb.
I don't know anything.
No, me neither. Clearly, because I've never taken a tour in this bloody country.
Oh.
Yes, it's my first tour here because I've just driven everywhere else.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Amazing. We'll see. We're like, can we go? Just to like get this over with. That or Willie can come save us.
Willie comes in.
God damn.
We need your Outlander, like,
Seriously, seriously. Bog Village.
Ooh.
In
God, it smells nasty.
Something, what's the frickin' town called? Kilorgan. And oh wow, what an experience so far. we're just like sitting on the bus
experience.
like, oh, we just keep talking about like our tour the other day because it was with there was maybe like 10-15 of us total, not even.
Yeah,
like 10 of us, and it was amazing. It was very small, and our tour guide was amazing. And like now we're
so much history.
Yeah, he was such a good our tour guide was such a good storyteller, telling us so much history, and with a proper thick Scottish accent, and like we were like yes, and like now we're here and our tour guide's English, and we're like oh.
And he keeps talking about some like run and
this
how his coffee was €7.
Yeah, like just like useless stuff. Like
I don't care
what
how
the hell. So we're little culture shock, I think, tour wise. If you're gonna book tours, book Rabbi's only. Really do apologize for the quality of the vlogs. They've really fallen. They've really taken a dip. But like literally because like we're doing stuff, and like last night we ended up going to a pub.
We're like exhausted.
Yeah, we're literally exhausted. We ended up having dinner and going to a pub, and they had live music. Never even got to show you in Scotland that I ate haggis. But I did.
I can't believe you didn't.
I ate it. I know, but we were like,
exhausted.
we were exhausted. We were literally like falling asleep at the table. But yeah, I did eat haggis, and it actually wasn't as disgusting as I thought it was going to be. Anyway, this is like bogged wood that they make in this village. Still today. I also just want to say, like, we were so spoiled with Willie, man. Like, I'm telling you, he's the best tour guide. I've taken 2 tours with Rabbi's now in Scotland, and like, they're literally the best because there's not a lot of people, and the tour guides really tell you the history, and they play traditional music for you, and it's just great crack. And like, here it's like, it's so funny too because like our tour guide was like, if it's raining, I can't do anything about it. And we're like, okay, it's Ireland, like, and we just came from Scotland. We've been through everything.
No.
So we're like,
Yeah, he was like, you're gonna have to be brave today, guys, and like, you only get wet once. It's fine. Like, you'll be fine. And I'm like, we don't care. We're
like, obviously
we're on a tour for a reason. Like, we don't care about
like
that.
it's raining. Like we had snow, hail, rain,
Literally
wind,
everything.
sun, like every single season you could possibly have in Scotland. So like we're good, and like we didn't really expect it to be any different here.
Yeah.
It's actually quite warm here compared to Scotland.
Well, now it is.
Now it is. Today it is. He's so
Or
weird.
worse.
This whole thing is so weird. And he's like, if I leave you, I don't care. When Willie came
Literally.
looking for us.
I
Because we were a
know.
minute or two late. So Willie
Like-
came searching for us to pick us up and take us. This guy here is like,
Literally.
I will not wait for you. I
He's
really
like,
don't care.
I will leave you here.
Like,
care.
damn, boy.
Okay.
Willie really came to save us.
He did.
Then I look around the place, see some of these living conditions. I'm really starting to understand why my Irish family left. Really starting to understand this. Of course, I still have some like really distant relatives that I know live up north because my family's from the Connacht area, so County Mayo and Donegal basically. So not from like down here, but you know, hard times hit everyone in this country a bazillion times over and over again. And I'm really starting to understand why the hell they left. Looking around this place, if where they lived is anything like this, because all my family were farmers. Farmers and like shoemakers. So I don't come from any nobility, but Jesus. I'm like explaining why my family left and I'm like, oh, I get it now. Okay, I guess I can't hate you for it that much.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Literally.
I would too.
I'm going to die.
Like low-key.
This guy keeps talking about his job and how hard it is.
We're supposed to see Dingle Peninsula, but we can't see shite. Also, our driver just keeps talking about like cyclists on the road and how difficult it is to drive with them. And I'm like, honestly, I don't care. Like, I'm pretty sure we passed like a castle ruin or something a few minutes back, and like he didn't mention it. And I'm like what? What?
She put the phone down and I'll say to her, how's Kim? Oh, she's okay. What did you talk about? Oh, nothing much. What's she doing tomorrow? Oh, I forgot to ask her. I'll ring her back. She's on the phone for hours. What do you talk about, ladies? Oh, no answer. Shops. We talk about shops. You talk about a lot more than shops. I don't know. I've earwigged a little bit sometimes.
30 years old. Truly standing over it. And we're kind of like getting like car sick on this big bus, which literally sucks. And the roads are like sketch and our driver's like driving really fast, so that's just great. Two precious little baby wild deers. I'm so nauseous right now, like that's why I'm like, whatever. We're hiking up to Torque Waterfall. The good news is this is the last site, and then we're back home to Killarney. We're technically in Killarney, but we're in the forest right now doing this hike, and it's literally gorgeous. I'm just like, that bus, like there's no way. I can't. It's miserable. I'm gonna be so glad to be done with this freaking tour.
I know.
I hate it.
Yeah, this has been a really bad one.
Really shitty tour. I feel like we haven't learned any history at all about any of the places we've visited. Just listen to him talk about like his personal stories and jokes, which are not funny.
He's not funny at all.
It's so disappointing too.
It is.
But now our expectations are at ground level, so I'm like, it can't get any worse. Tour-wise, hopefully. Hopefully.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
I don't know, we'll see. Hi guys. Oh, bleeding hell. Good God. Anyway, it's amazing how much better I feel once we're off the feckin' bus.
It's just
like,
the bus.
It's the bus.
All it is.
Like I'm starting to feel better, and like I'm dreading going back on because we have to go back into town, and I'm like, can we just get a taxi back into town and just like hang out, because like I can't. Anyway, this is gorgeous.
I know,
I'm so sad.
This is so cool.
This waterfall's so much bigger than I expected it to be. Where's like all our people? Didn't we have 20 minutes?
He can leave us now if he wants.
There's no way.
But
It's
I
been
need some
20
photos
minutes.
here also, because this is so pretty.
These people up here are with us.
Sitting on a rocket.
There's no organization on this. And he's like, we're way behind, we're way behind. I'm like, stop.
Absolutely terrible.
We have like 2 seconds in every spot. I feel like we haven't done anything. We haven't learned anything about anywhere we've been. The one beach that we stopped to take pictures like on the cliffside, like I don't even know what that's called. Like,
I don't know either.
so that's fun. We're walking through town, we're making our way back. We're hoping to stop at a candy shop if it's still open. Got cute little mermaid pens though, which I'll maybe show you if I remember. Yeah, we're matching. Yay. That was the worst tour of my entire life. I literally can't, like, we're just talking about how bad it was, and like at the end of it he's like, oh, if you have any complaints, like, did everyone enjoy yourselves? And everyone's like, wow, this was amazing. And we're like sitting there like,
I literally raised my hand and was like, I'm playing it.
people hated
But
us.
everyone was like dead staring me down.
People were so
like,
done.
I was like, I really don't care, because I'm never gonna see you in my life again.
Exactly.
I'm also never gonna see this driver in my life again. I'm never gonna do this tour again. So
It was so bad.
doesn't matter to me.
People
like,
just, yeah, people hated us because like they actually thought it was good. We have to go in the sweater store.
Sure.
Yeah, people actually thought it was good, and I was like, you're uncultured.
People
That's
were, like,
laughing
Laughing the whole time.
That he
behind us,
would,
and I was
nothing
like,
he said was
He's
funny.
not funny. Like, could you just stop?
He was not funny. We're gonna go in the Aaron sweater market because it's a rite of passage for Irlani. The D fell off.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Welcome to
was
small
like,
town
what?
Ireland, guys. Jeez. We're in one of my favorite stores ever, and it's kind of touristy because everyone comes to Ireland and gets a wool sweater, but you need to get a wool sweater in Ireland. I just got my like possibly 4th Aaron sweater from this country. And it's funny when you buy enough, you come back in the store and you see what you bought before, like on the racks. But yeah, just got another one. And it was under $100 like when you converted it, so it's not too bad. And they last forever, and they're really nicely made. And they're like, look at these like ponchos and stuff. There's a green poncho down there that I actually own and have. So yeah, I like love this store. And they have like clan sweaters, like the different patterns symbolize the different clans in Ireland. But fortunately Galvin wasn't there. Galvin is my mom's maiden name. That's the Irish side of my family. I am associated with a lot of people with different names in Ireland because I was able to trace my ancestry back to the late 18th century. So I'm related to a lot of people by like marriage and people changing their names. I saw 2 names in the clans that I'm related to by marriage, the Maloney's and the O'Haras, but I did not go for those, sadly. The sweaters are so nice. It's a whole store of like wool sweaters, like it's my favorite thing ever. Maybe not the most sexiest thing to wear for someone in their 20s, but definitely the coziest and warmest. We're back. Don't mind my hair as usual. At the Killarney International Hotel Killarney, our resort that we're staying at. And we did some shopping. I got a sweater. We got some cute matching pens. And some candy from Mr. McGuire's Old Sweet Shop, which I've been at before, and they have like old, like antique-ish, sort of like old-fashioned candy, handmade candy, some American candies, and American cereals, and stuff. So I'm gonna taste it, and we're gonna chill very shortly before we go out to dinner, because people eat dinner here really early. We learned that the hard way yesterday. We're gonna eat dinner, and then come back and chill for real, and go out to a pub later, as they do here. But here's our view. What a freaking day. Like, that tour, I cannot say enough how miserable it was. Like, and I feel bad, I'm disappointed because like, it had potential, but we got so spoiled with our amazing tour and our amazing tour guide and small group in Scotland with Robbie's tours, and to come here on paddy wagon and a huge bus with kind of like an asshole-y tour guide. He was just an ass. Like, it just wasn't enjoyable, and it was so depressing, and we felt very rushed, and we got no explanation. We would drive by somewhere, and we would stop somewhere. He wouldn't tell us what it was. Like, there was just, if you're into history, this is not the tour for you, or at least it's not the tour guide for you. Like, I don't know what it was. It was just a bunch of different variables that didn't come together. Like, what is the significance of this place? Why? We drove past standing stones. which I wish I had filmed.
The best
That was
thing.
the
We literally
best
screamed
thing.
and everyone hated us.
Everybody's like, why are these two girls? We were freaking out. It looked like an Irish Craig Nadoon. Like, it was amazing. Like, and we're like, what is this? And he like didn't like explain any of it really.
I mean, he was talking about them. He was saying something about like,
oh, they might have done
Stonehenge
sacrifices.
or
Yeah.
like how. But then he was like being an idiot about it. He was like, but that one's square, and they're most of the time they're circles. But that one's square, and that's a big question mark. I don't know why.
I don't know what that is. So many things. He's like, I don't know what that is.
Times when I was so